Hey YouTube, it's been a while since I've done any cooking in the kitchen, so I thought today I would make something quick and easy and delicious for dinner because it's really pouring down raining outside. I was drenched wet coming all the way home, and like I said, I thought I'd make something delicious to eat. So, what's quick, easy, and delicious that's going to warm me up, make me feel good all over? I decided today I wanted to make some tandoori bread chicken tiki masala. It's going to be a quick deal, quick meal. I've already got my oven preheating to 400 degrees. See if I can do something to adjust this camera so that you can see things a little bit better, but I'm not sure. Well, I will just work with it like it is. So, tried to cut my bangs to keep it out of my face, but that's not working very well either. But, like I said, the oven is preheated to 400 degrees. I have my wonderful tandoori bread, which I've done in other videos. If you haven't seen the videos of the tandoori bread pizza before, go and check my list of videos, and I'm sure you'll find another one there. But we're going to use this today. Really wanted to give you a better view, so I apologize for the view, but I'll try to hold things up so that you can see what's going on. Well, the first thing I did was I took that wonderful bread and I just cut it in half with my kitchen scissors. Very good to have a pair of scissors that are just for the kitchen, just for use with breads. I use a different set of scissors just for use with meats, but just to cut it in half. And these packages of tandoori bread, they come 4 in a pack for $3.99, which is really a good deal in my opinion if you're going to be making pizzas or whatever. If you have a bunch of guests, or if you just want to make something for your grandkids or your kids, or you just want to make something for yourself and have some leftovers for lunch. Let me put this aside. And I only use half of the bread because it's just me and I really don't need to eat all of it. But like I said, I cut the bread in half and I put it on my pan. I had some chicken tiki masala. It was actually a microwavable package, and if you've watched my videos before, you probably know I don't use the microwave. It's just my own personal preference. If you want to use a microwave, then go for it. But I had some Colonel Kebab's chicken tiki masala. I took it out of the package that would normally be in the microwave, and I just put it in a pan, and I put it in the oven at 400 degrees, just long enough to heat it up, because the meat is already pre-cooked, and so it's basically thawing out the frozen product and reheating the meat while it was in the oven. But I also took some of my dehydrated tomatoes, and I don't know if you've seen those videos, but I have been taking the food that I get from the farmer's market and dehydrating it. Dehydrated tomatoes, when you're done with it, it's just as thin as a potato chip. But to rehydrate it so that I could use it in the meal, because this is just for easy storage. Honestly, this is for easy storage because I like to have my produce in the winter. But to rehydrate it for my meal, I boil a little water in my saucepan and drop the tomatoes in. Let it boil for 2 minutes. Turn it off, and then I can just easily take them out, and they're soft and reconstituted. So then I can place them lightly in various places on my crust, so that's there. because I like having tomatoes with my pizza. So then I'm taking the chicken tiki masala, which already is prepared, and the reason I do these pre-packaged meat kind of deals is because not everybody has the time or the energy or may not be able to take the time to cook everything out right. And so this makes it easier for those who are not able to do all the slicing and the cutting and everything. But it doesn't mean that that's the be-all that ends all. Because I can also show how to saute and simmer the meats and the sauces as well, which I can do that in another video. But this is just for the quick, easy, delicious version of how to get your tandoori chicken tiki masala pizza together. And I like chicken masala because I like chicken and I like the seasonings that go into it. It just is overall a really delicious thing to have. So I poured out my chicken tiki masala onto the bread, and I use my fork to spread it out, spread out the sauce, spread out the meat so that it's not just all clumped together in one spot. So, but then I also decided that I wanted to take some of those wonderful peppers that I got. Let's see. Do you remember these peppers that I got a week ago from the City Kids Farmers Market? 10 for $1. I decided I wanted to take a couple of those. I washed them really good and I wanted to cut them up. Because even though I like the fire, you know, the heat that comes from the pepper, I didn't really want the seeds that were in the pepper. So what I do is I take my knife, I cut carefully around the top, not going too deep into it, and being careful around my fingers. Take the top, pinch and twist, top comes off, and then I run my knife around the inside, and the seeds come out. And whatever seeds that are left are easily rinsed out. The heat is in the seeds. So, you take the seeds out, your heat is gone. So, then I just take and I cut up my peppers. And I have like 2 in this bowl. I'm going to finish cutting up this third one just because I like the flavor of good red peppers. So, slice it up. Not really in the circles. You can slice it so that it's like in circular shape, or you can just cut in the little squares or little bits, which is basically what I did. And I take these peppers and I spread them generously all over my pizza. So, adding some color right there. Then I decided, gotta have some cheese. I mean, and I understand not everybody uses cheese. If you don't eat cheese, cool. You don't have to have cheese. But for me, I gotta have some cheese. So, I have some cheese that I got from the I Help Market Square, which is like a free grocery store, and it was called Irish Whiskey Cheddar Cheese. It's like a white cheddar cheese. May have been made with some Irish whiskey, but you won't get intoxicated off of it. Trust me. It adds a delicious flavor to it, because in the process of the cheese being created, you know, any alcohol that was in there is pretty much, you know, it dissolves. It dissipates, but it does leave a delicious flavor and a nice aroma to it. So, adding my cheese, pop it in the oven, which is already hot. And it should be ready in just a few minutes. Now this recipe was really easy. The chicken masala, like I said, it was out of a box. Chicken tiki masala. It had like a tomato curry sauce. I really like curry. If you don't like curry, then you could probably use another brand of seasoned chicken, or you can just get like a chicken breast or thighs or legs. Either boil it and then let it cool and then tear the meat off or cut the meat off. Cut the meat either with a knife or with some kitchen scissors into smaller bits to sprinkle over the top of your pizza. Or you can, you can use other options. Some people use ground beef. Some people use TVP, which I've talked about TVP before. TVP is texturized vegetable protein. And what that does is it takes on the flavor of whatever you use with it. So you boil some water, you throw in a half a cup of TVP, it soaks up the water, you add some chicken or beef base or some other kind of flavoring, it takes on that flavor so that whenever you put it in with your meal, whether you're going to put it on a pizza or in some spaghetti or whatever you're doing, it takes it on. And the flavor becomes amazing. You add your vegetables. You can add broccoli. You can add, mushrooms. You can add whatever you want to on your pizza. You can add onions. Add your cheese, or if you don't want cheese, you can add an alternate thing on the top. Only takes a few minutes because you just have your cheese that has to melt. Your meat and sauce is already done because after I had preheated the oven, I had put the chicken tiki masala in the oven in my oven-proof pan. The bread was already together because I bought the tandoori bread, which is a really, really wonderful, really large piece of pre-baked bread. It wasn't from the freezer section either. I went to the global market, so it was fresh. But you get 4 huge slices of that bread for $3.99, and you can't beat that. Let's see how this is coming. It's melting pretty good. Let's see if I can show you the end result. There it is. Tandoori chicken tiki masala. Give it a try. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, unless you don't like curry seasoning. But if you do like curry seasoning, I think that is the treat that you will want to eat. So, this is Danek's Kitchen, and I'm going to sign off for now. But I do want to say thank you to Corliss for suggesting that I do more videos on the dehydrating. So we're going to do some more food dehydration videos after I go to the City Kids Farmers Market on this Thursday, part of Urban Adventures. So be safe and have a good evening.